What's up, guys? Welcome to the Anime Sensei channel. Before we start this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and ring the bell icon if you don't want to miss our future videos. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the list. Ten, Ragnarok, the animation. We're starting it off super old school with a title that's ready to blend reality with the perfect nostalgia atmosphere there is. Ragnarok, the animation, brings that perfect RPG setting with a band of characters that keep bringing new faces to the screen while making sure the previous ones aren't forgotten about at all. Venture with Rowan and Yufa as the show takes you on a journey that could give any RPG hit a run for its money in an instant. Because with that perfect scenery and that perfect setting, magic and monsters only come as the perfect cherries on top of the cake that the show already is. It's the perfect nostalgia dose any fan would have ever witnessed, and with it as underrated as a show can get, we can spare it some time, no? Nine, Zetman. This guy has powers beyond anyone's comprehension that just seem to keep on evolving every time he uses them. As he gets used to them, along the way this guy is quite powerful and is a hero of justice and a protector of the weak, especially when he destroys a complete block in the process. Nah, just kidding. If you're looking for a hero anime with dark themes, then this guy is your go-to. Eight, Zero Kara Hajimeru Mahou no Sho. Looks can be deceiving. This is in short the premise of the show. In a world where humans are at constant odds with witches and hunting them down all the time, there exists a third race, shunned and excluded by them both, the Beast Fallen, or in simple terms, men that turned into beasts. They're mostly feared for their looks and animalistic nature, although some are even kinder than humans. Zero, a witch that is in search of a potent and powerful tome, enlists a Beast Fallen, although they make a living from hunting witches and makes him her guardian and protector across her perilous journey. He might look badass and scary on the outside, but on the inside, he's as kind and caring as a mother to her children, as Zero later on notices and acknowledges. Seven, Batum. Speaking of Doom, this death game was more like an introduction to Battle Royale games before they were even a thing. Just like Fortnite and PUBG, the players find themselves inexplicably on an island stranded with gemstones carved into their hands. The aim of the game is simple. Everyone that can gather 7 gems is free to leave the island. Simple, right? Well, not so much, since the only way to do so is to kill the person that owns that gem and add it to your count. So technically speaking, every person will have to kill 7 other players to gain freedom from this horrid island. The survival game is actually modeled based on the video game Batum, with the same name, and the MC is oh so conveniently the reigning champion. So, when he realized he is now a real player in the game with his life and many others on the line, he kicked his survival and gamer instincts into overdrive and traversed the island like a pro, gaining allies and beating foes that stand in his way. Six, Kaze no Stigma. Exiled from his family for being powerless, he decides to return after 4 years of banishment to start a war with his family. Kazuma was born to a family of mages that specializes in fire magic. After his return from his exile, he's said to wield wind powers, which compared to his whole family members proves to be superior and to a point rendering them powerless against him. Later on, they grow fearful of his enormous powers and skills that rendered him godlike, and his cynical personality wasn't helping his case either. 5. Zetsuin no Tempest. Even though Yoshino can't stop betraying his friend Mahiro, he never found it in his heart to be mad at him. Mahiro always believed that there's something better within his friend, and that he's actually a kind person. After the death of his sister, Mahiro enlisted the help of the strongest witch in the world to find the killer and punish him himself with the help of Yoshino after saving his ass from being at gunpoint and all that while trying to stop the epidemic that is turning people into metal. They have a lot on their plate to handle, and somehow it all roots back to the death of Mahiro's sister, Aika. Four, D. Grayman. Alan Walker is a full-fledged Akuma hunter, and a powerful one at that. However, he didn't start off as the badass fighter he seems to be, and even his hair color was different. Due to a very traumatic event, his hair turned white, and he suffered through the trauma for years after being adopted, since his disfigured arm alienated him from everyone, only to lose his adopted father, and having him turn into an Akuma that wants to kill him. A lot of shit happened since then, and this character changed to the worse? Better? I don't know. Really, it's just that he's too damn powerful to not put him on this list. 3. Parasite, the Maxim. Ever heard of the game Prototype? Well, watching this series gives the exact same vibes. It's lots of blood slicing and dicing gore to its utmost limit, and the most important, a nonchalant, badass MC. The Parasites are an alien race that came to Earth for one simple reason: destroy and eradicate humans and control all of them. One thing led to the other, and the MC found his body being invaded by a parasite. What does he do? He isolates it from reaching his mind, of course, rather than panic and cry like a baby. He learns to use his newfound powers to destroy and beat other evil parasites. He even once walked into a storm of blades without being touched once, and without batting an eyelid. That's the definition of badass, if you ask me. 2. Mo Dao Zushi, the anime that became the face of Chinese animation in 2018. Mo Dao Zushi isn't a name many of you are all that unfamiliar with. I mean, with the ghosts, demons, and cultivators it features, the beautiful bond delivered in the anime isn't all that it's super Hollywood for. But a death like that is just unfair, even more so if we're talking about the lost lamb Wei Wuxian himself. But you must pay for what you did, right? Killed by his closest ally, and now reincarnated in a body he doesn't know about, things are going to get super interesting. Because with Wei Wuxian and Lan Wangji in the house, everything's set for the anime to deliver a performance that fans would be craving for in the future. One. Rainbow, Nisha Rokubo no Shichinin. Talk about a total 180-degree situation. Starting off as inmates in the reform school serving sentences, the 5 delinquents are tortured by Ishihara, the cruel, sadistic guard, and the pedophilic sick doctor that enjoys violating young boys to the point he leads one of them to commit suicide, only to finish their sentences and be released to discover that the once powerful Ishihara became a lifeless addict that even dogs would shit on and not care for him. This is a story of pain and loss, but even then, giving up was never an option. The only thing that had those boys going was hope. Without it, they would have died under the dire circumstances they were in. And with that, we conclude our video for today. If you enjoyed this list, I want you to smash that thumbs up button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe and press that bell icon to keep you notified of all our new videos. Also, comment down below on the anime you liked the most on this list, and if you're planning to watch any of them. And if you have any suggestions, place them in the comments as well. Until next time, see ya! If you got a problem to speak out, I'm a cowboy and let's be by. Put skate at the treetop. Berserk what I'm keeping on rewatch. Hunter, I freak out. When I'm in my room, you should keep out. I'm a ghost in the shell, push you through hell like gun grave. That's a story to tell if you